This is a Paulson production.
Hello, welcome. This video is called The Titanic. Did you know? It was created by Mr. Paulson's reading and writing class.
Did you know that the Titanic crashed into an iceberg in the Atlantic Ocean at 11:40 p.m. on Sunday, April 14, 1912?
Did you know that a full moon may have caused the fatal iceberg to cross paths with the ship? The full moon on January 4th, 1912 may have caused unusually strong tides that sent many icebergs southward just in time for the Titanic's voyage.
Milton Hershey, a.k.a. the inventor of Hershey's chocolate bars, had tickets to board the Titanic, but later he changed his plans.
William Edward, a doctor, had his fortune read shortly before he boarded the ship. The fortune teller predicted a tragic accident would happen and end his and many lives. The fortune teller was right.
Some people believe the reason the Titanic hit the iceberg was because there were no cats on board. Cats were brought on ships for good luck.
At 11:40 p.m., the lookouts rang the bell to issue a warning and used a phone call to call the bridge. After leaving Southampton on April 10, 1912, Titanic called at Chilesburg in France and Queenstown in Ireland before heading west to New York on April 14, 1912. 4 days into crossing and about 375 miles south of Newfoundland, she hit an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. ship's time.
It would cost $400 million to rebuild the Titanic today, but back then it cost $7.5 million.
This is what the Titanic would have looked like when it sunk. When the Titanic struck the iceberg, it sank about 13,000 feet within 3 hours. "22 tons of soap and mutton fat were smeared on the slipway to help the Titanic into the water." From the time the lookout sounded the alert, the officers on the bridge had only 37 seconds to react before the Titanic hit the iceberg. In that time, First Officer Mordauch ordered hard to starboard, which turned the ship to port left. He also ordered the engine room to put the engine in reverse. The Titanic did bank left, but it wasn't quite enough.
Do you know there was another ship in the Atlantic the same night as the Titanic? The ship's name was the Californian, and it was fairly close to the Titanic. The communication was delayed, so the Californian didn't save the passengers.
The Titanic fired some flares, but other ships thought they were just fireworks.
Alvin is a deep-sea submarine that can dive down 13,124 feet underwater. It was also used to find the Titanic.
The designer of the Titanic was Thomas Andrews, and the Titanic was built in Belfast, United Kingdom.
The ship received 6 warnings about icebergs along the voyage, but no one listened.
On the Titanic, there were 885 crew members, and only 23 of them were female.
And that's a wrap!